Hey guys, today's on schizophrenia, logic, and more paradox. Schizophrenia, logic, and more paradox. But before we get to this, please allow my brief prelude. As you know, I've conveniently recorded it for our mutual comfort, our mutual convenience, and our mutual luxury. And hey, listen, I'm no spring chicken. I've been around a few preludes in my ears. I'm telling you, this prelude, it's got something. It's particularly luxurious, kind of like how about a Rubik's Cube?
Hello there, my name is Robert Francis. You've stumbled on my Unconquering Schizophrenia YouTube channel.
The old switcheroos
where
in
me
place.
and the bird. That's right. We talk
In
schizophrenia.
book 2, of course, the companion.
This is the cut of my jib right here for reasons of my medical confidentiality. I'm a licensed clinical social worker times 15 years. That's a lot of gabbing and chatting. I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia for a score 5 and 1, and that puts a little gray fleck in my beard.
Yep.
Thank you for joining me on my channel. Now to topic.
I frequently talk about schizophrenia as being highly paradoxical, and this is another manner in which it is paradoxical. There's great logic underlying schizophrenia. If you live with schizophrenia, there's a tremendous logic that it's embedded in schizophrenia, and it's paradoxical because it makes us irrational. Schizophrenia may be the most irrational render in the universe, but it has taught me paradoxically about reason. It's very irrational, but it taught me about reason, and it's paradoxical. It's very logical. Schizophrenia is very logical. And what I mean by that is, if you have a delusion and you understand it's a delusion, then you approach logic. So what do you do? What do you do when you have a delusion and you recognize it's a delusion? Then follows logic. You have to negate the delusion. It's a logical process. Oh, when you don't know it's a delusion, then there's no logic to apply. But when you know it's you're having a delusion and you had a delusion, then when you think about it, then by a manner of logic, of negating it, you have to negate the delusion. It's very logical. If you hear a voice and you know you heard a voice, you have to tell yourself, I heard a voice, but it wasn't there. Again, logic. There's so much logic to schizophrenia, and the funniest thing is it's an irrational phenomenon, and it's an irrational thing. It taught me about reason, though. It taught me about reason and logic. Getting rid of our symptoms can be very logical at times if you're able to apply logic. If you have a delusion, you have to negate it, and that's all logic. Delusion equals A, then you got to go not A. The Rubik's Cube, it turns out the Rubik's Cube, but when I was a kid, the Rubik's Cube was on fire. Everybody had it, and it was a huge fad. But it turns out, and I never was good at it, but it turns out it's an algorithm. And they teach the kids in school now, and the kids in school can figure it out in like 2 minutes now. The Rubik's Cube. If you don't know what I'm talking about, enjoy your year. Many years you still have ahead of you. All right, guys, all right. Don't be afraid to apply logic, and we'll see you next time.